Hello, class. In this topic, I'm going to talk about Google company CSR, known as Corporate Social Responsibility. The Google Corporate Social Responsibility Policy says that they are addressing the interests of its employees as a major stakeholder group through competitive compensation and fun workplace design. This includes charity programs through Google.org, which has provided 100 million in grants and investments. They are aiming to help with the climate change, global poverty, and public health. The Google history. How many of us have gone to Google to look out for an information that we don't know, we would like to know, or things that we would like to find out? But what's the history behind Google? Google was founded in September 1998 by Larry Page and Sergey Brin with a school project. Everything started as a school project test they had to do, which eventually turns out to a multinational technology company. Right now, Google is considered the big four technology companies in the US, alongside with Amazon, Apple, and Microsoft. Eventually, Alphabet Inc., the largest search engine globally, acquired Google, uh, and the mission statement they have is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. And if you think about it, Google have helped us a lot, to many of us, to find information. Locations. Google has grown tremendously in this past decade, with 69 locations in the US and Canada, 41 in Europe, 28 in the Asia Pacific region, 8 in Latin America, and 5 in Africa and Middle East. The corporate office or headquarters is in California in the United States. Respect for the individual working at Google. Google is committed to a respectful, safe, and great working environment for all employees. They treat all employees and customers with respect and dignity. They care about the successful employees and also customer satisfaction. This one is very, very important, as Google have many uh, benefits for employees. No one should be afraid in the workplace. They are committed to the code of conduct. All employees who start with Google, they have to read, they have to understand the code of conduct policy they have, and obviously follow them appropriately. They listen to feedback. Google likes to listen to all employees' feedback. This is why they have been very successful, as Google is an innovative company where many of the discoveries they have done are through feedbacks. The human rights. Google develops services that significantly improve the life of as many people as possible. They are positive impact across the world with managing the technology power. They are committed to improve the safety and health of people globally. They give the necessary training to all employees that work with them, and they have policies in place as well as core values, the commitment principles, and the statements of Google's. Human rights have been. Google claims employee reported sexual harassment against an executive of Google. Eventually, executive was terminated due to the report. Andy Rubin, one of the founders of Android, was forced to resign in 2014 after allegation that Rubin had forced another Google employee into performing sex in a hotel. Google has fired 48 people over the course of 2 years for sexual harassment, including 12 seniors, managers, and above. As an innovative company, Google launched a project known as the Project Dragonfly. However, this project brought a lot of concern worldwide. China, human rights groups, and employees call on Google not to launch the project as it would violate the privacy of all users and could be complicit in human rights violations. Google company, after investigations, terminated the rollout of the project. How is it to work at Google company? Majority of the Google companies worldwide has tremendous and various sources and benefits for employees. So Google was listed as #1 according to Glassdoor best places to work. They offer employees one of the most innovative work environment. A lot of people say it, instead of a job, it looks like a playground of adults, which if you see some pictures, you will be amazed. They offer free transportation to work. Imagine everyone that is currently working now gets free transportation. I think that would be very, very awesome. They offer free food. They have various type of food, snacks. Everything is totally free for Google employees. They offer on-site medical service. Everything is covered by Google company. They offer competitive pay and growth opportunities. You can also work from home depending on the department you're working at, but Google offers many schedules flexibilities with employees. Even some employees can bring pets to work. I mean, that's just incredible how Google make, very flexible a life of a person, and it's just a good thing for retention of the employees. Google offers a work safe environment. They like all employees to be at work and enjoying what they are doing. Business ethics and compliance. Harassment, discrimination, misconduct, bullying, and retaliation are strictly prohibited. Avoid conflicts of interest, such as accepting gifts or other business courtesies. Don't start a business if it will compete with Google. That's something you don't supposed to do if you work with them. Personal relationship at work, that can cause a lot of issues, especially if they work in the same department. Preserve confidentiality, dress code compliance is in place. Other employees must comply with the code of conduct. As discussed before, Google is a company that likes all the employees to understand and follow it accordingly. Violations of ethics and compliance at Google. So there are number of countries that they have reported Google of avoiding paying billions and dollars on taxes. Uh, Also, they were involved in a data privacy policy controversy that researchers fear could jeopardize public trust data sharing practices. Complains that Google abused its position as dominant search engine to favor its own services over those of competitors. There have been a couple of violations of ethics and compliance with Google. However, Google have been able to handle them accordingly to the law, which with some of the cases they had to pay very high amount of fines due to the violations. Environmental stewardship on Google. In 2013, Google became the first company in North America to achieve a multi-site energy management system. They are designing efficient data centers. The number is tremendous. They are building better devices and services. They're partnering with Androids and Apple to create better devices for all people. They became the first major company to reach carbon neutrality. An example is that the company is investing in manufacturing regions to enable a new carbon-free energy, helping 500 cities to reduce their carbon emissions. They launched a climate impact challenge to accelerate green recovery. Inclusion and diversity. Google is built for everyone. They offer equal pay equity. All people from different countries and backgrounds are welcome to work with Google. They have equal employment opportunity. On the chart on the right side, you see a 2020 diversity annual report, which shows 67.5% of the employees that work at Google are men and 32.5% are women. On on the other side is showing the different races they have, and Google is very diversity on hiring people that have the talent and who are willing to grow within the company. Continuing with inclusion and diversity, I have some examples such in Ireland, women pursuing a computer science or related degree. Google awarded them with a scholarship to support the duration of their undergraduate studies. The goal of this scholarship is to improve the representation of women in technical fields. In Latin America, more than 1,300 women have been trained on web development, and as a result, 75% of these women have found employment in the technology industry. More than 80,000 students across several cities and towns in India receive a stronger education in computer science, and this is to keep them motivated and pursuing a technical field. Of the 60% of global employees who have self-identified, 7.1% self-identify as LGBT, 6.1% self-identify as having a disability, and 5.5% self-identify as being or having members of the military. The community involvement with Google has been incredible. They have donated over 60 millions to more than 50 humanitarian crises. They have donated 100 million to the global COVID-19 response. They make grants in 4 areas such as education, economic opportunity, inclusion, and crisis response. They donated to support wildfire efforts. They want the best for their employees and customers. They even offer opportunity finance or help address with financial barriers. They have created a scholarship for the people who would like to pursue technology degrees or technology fields. They have participated in various projects towards a greener world and saving energy, along with creating the best data centers to help our community, to help our people with all the information and with all the things that they can look for on Google. Google has a commitment to principles. They want to work with great people. They want to do the right thing and don't be evil. They care about and supports the communities where we live. They are committed to listening to employees and users' ideas to make Google better, focus of the user, and they are pretty much creating innovative devices for all the people. Conclusion, Google has a corporate social responsibility policy. Uh, Google advertises and promote themselves as good corporate citizens. They have helped many charities and employees to make the world better financially and with other sources for employees. They have improved some environmental and have invested in projects to make the world better and greener. Google put in practice their ethics and want everyone that work with Google to follow it and feel welcome. They operate worldwide with a big and positive diversity to community involvement.